Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boss, Zos, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If your first time joining me, be sure to smash that subscribe button and that like button. Let's try to get this video at least to 10k likes. I know that's wild, but yeah, it's better to dream big. So, guys, without wasting any time, today I'm gonna be showing you how to make AmaPiano for beginners, of course. Private school type vibes, Kelvin Momo, KabzaDeSmall, them two, a lot of big names. So yeah, without wasting any more of your time, let us just jump straight into the video. I'm not gonna be having any cuts, splits. I'm gonna be showing you everything from the beginning till the end. So first things first, you might wanna drop your BPM to somewhere around from 115 to 112, even 111, because some people use 111, but I'm going to be using 113. BPM is the tempo, so it sounds like this. Yeah, you can hear that. So wait, let me test something first. Yeah, okay, so now you know BPM. So the next thing, you're gonna wanna add a kick or either a loop or anything. In this case, we're making Kelvin Momo type style, so I'm gonna be using some of his loops, drum loops. I'm gonna use let's see. Yeah, I like this one, I like that one. So I'm gonna hold it, drag and drop it to the track rack. I'm also using my phone, that's why I'm focusing on a lot of things. So I'm gonna highlight that and copy it, and then double click it. After double clicking it, click here the track, then it's gonna be routed to your mixer. Then because it sounds like it has too much or too many elements, you hear that, and we don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm going to remove the sounds using a transit processor. You click here the track rack, you click insert. In my case there's replace and delete. Then you select that plugin transit or transient processor. Then after that you click it again, then drop the release, listen to it how it sounds now. You can hear that. Let me switch off this plugin again and then listen to it. Let me switch it on. You hear how it sounds. So yeah, then I'm gonna take another loop. Let me mix the loops. This one was from Tatoya Mudi recent album that is on the channel. I'm gonna put a card on top so that an info card so that you can find it, a mix to that album. Yeah, I prefer this one. Then I'm gonna drag and drop this one again, highlight it, and then Control B, then again double click it, track, so that we can eliminate some of the elements. This is what it sounds like, but we don't want it to sound like that. We just want it and the kick. So transit processor, drop the release to this area, then you see that's how it sounds now. So together, yeah, it sounds okay-ish, but let me add more so that it can be too much of it. Now we're going to add from Mthunzi, the album called Mthunzi, another loop. Yeah, I like this one better. Highlight it again so that copy and paste it, and then right click, track again, transit processor, and then yeah, so it sounds like this now. Okay, then from this I only want to kick the kick of this one, so what I'm gonna do is switch off the lows of these of the other two using fruity parametric EQ. Drop the lows maybe to that midpoint, and also this one from that one, drop the lows. Yeah, something like that. Also here then. Yeah, it's not the nicest of beats, of loops that I made, but it's okay. Okay, so it sounds like that. Let me plot it in a way that it will try to cover the whole song that I'm making. 3:58 minutes, 5:23. Yeah, let's stick with somewhere around 5 minutes. You can make it 6. That's what most AmaPianos do. 6. Then let me make them small. Yo, I just grouped it. Damn. But it's okay. Let me group it too. Group this one too. And yeah, now they're part of that one. Nah, ungroup. Ungroup, and then just make them small. Yo, I keep grouping this thing, but it's okay. So then what else? Now we're gonna get into the part of adding the keys. You're gonna wanna click here the pattern and add the pattern. You can call it chords. Creating the chords. Chords are vital on AmaPiano songs. Vital. Where do I want my chords to start? I want them to start here at 33, somewhere there. So that's why I'm gonna paste my pattern one and then highlight the length so that I can keep repeating this area. So you can do two things with chords. So I'm gonna add this other plugin called Launch Lizard instead of, I don't have any other plugins. I have Launch Lizard, Sound Canvas for strings, and I have stock plugin, so that's what I'll be using. So you can, if you want to add a new plugin, you can right click. If you want to replace a plugin, you can right click on this plugin, then click replace and select the plugin you want to use. Or if you want to add a new one, you can click here, that plus button, and then select that plugin. In this case, I want to replace this simpler thing and use and replace it with Launch Lizard. So yeah, this Launch Lizard, I'm gonna use the first instrument. Just drop the tone by a little. Then instead of plotting, you can plot the chords, or you can use a MIDI, or you can use some VSTs that create chords for you, or you can use MIDI files. Then in my case, I'm gonna do something like use this other VST called Ripchord. It makes chords, generates chords, it mixes chords, everything. Then what you want to do is click it, edit, and then click the settings thingy, and then here on output port insert 1, then go to Launch Lizard, because it doesn't have a sound. You see, it doesn't have a sound. So then I'm going to be using Launch Lizard for my sound. Click Launch Lizard, the settings thingy, and then here on input 1, and then whatever you do now on Ripchord, it will sound on Launch Lizard. So let us go and select a preset. I don't like it. Don't like it too. like it. Still. Don't like it. Yo, Henry. No, let me change it to soul because we're gonna be there for a long time. Yeah, let me choose soul. Sometimes soul has mostly has nice sound. Soul one. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Da 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 da. Okay, so it's gonna be something like yeah, something like that. So then now that you have your chords, you can play the beat so that you know what you're doing. And then when you play the beat, click record. Then I'll show you what to do. Record, play the beat. Okay, let's go. Okay. Then you can stop the recording here, and then from here you click this button, drag, click and hold, and then drag and drop it on your launch lizard. Then you can delete this now. Yeah, and also change the port back to nothing. Then let's go here and fix the thingy. So it sounds like so now let's make it sound, do some modifications and make it sound a bit deeper, because now it sounds too much. Something like so I'm gonna take these two. Okay, should take on the one. Which one is it though? I think it's this one. Yeah, I'm gonna take that one to the top, and also this one, and also that one. See, now we are getting there. Okay, don't think I should drop that. Maybe that. And this, drop these two to the bottom. Yeah, that's a fix that. You don't need no music theory here. Just need to recognize sounds, you know. Just need to recognize sounds. Yeah, something like that. Let's drop that one. What about this one? Okay. Okay. Boom, boom. I want to add something here. Somewhere. Boom, boom. Yeah, I'll add it. but not now. Firstly, let me fix these. Then drop these and that. Something like that. So what I'm going to do now is change the key, transpose them so that I can play with my key, because I know how to play the keys elitely and I only know on one key. So yeah, if I learn how to play the keys, I'll be sure to upload another video here. You'll tell me if you want it. So let's drop to my key. Let's start from the beginning. Boo, 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 boo. So yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Then so that it moves up. Okay, I'll do that. Then when you're done with your chords, you can then move them back to their position. I don't know what their position was, so I'm just gonna guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds basic. Then you might wanna hold control and right click L, and click L. Hold control and click L so that it fills the whole thing. Then what we're going to do now, it's drop the scale levels a little, yeah, like that, and yeah. It's not the finest, but gets the job done. So from this one I add strings. I'm gonna use sound canvas to add my strings. Add my strings and ensemble. Let me use warm strings. Yeah, warm strings, they're nice. Then so we're gonna get to the bass. I'm gonna seal it with the melody after. At the bass, FM sub, and yeah. Then we're gonna add mini synth, then press tube, then yeah, paste, and then yeah, that one has a punch on it, some kick punch, punchy vibes, sappy vibes. Then now we're going to add another 40DXT so that we can add the lock drum. So this is how I make music, this beginner level type style. Then now we don't want it to sound too punchy, but we want it to sound like a rubber type bass, like that, those Kelvin Momo type styles. So we're going to drop this a little. Drop it and then increase the sus. Not like that. Drop the sus. Yeah, now that sounds okay. So another thing, so let me do this. Let me not make it like okay, we're gonna fix the bass after some time. For now, let's do everything else. Let's add the melody. Oh, a piano. Yeah, piano instruments. Go to keyboard. As I said, I'm using stock plugins. I'm not using any aftermarket plugin, any serious plugin that you have to purchase. Nah, stock plugins. So is the current. Let me humanize it. We're gonna come here so that it sounds more human, like someone was actually playing it. Don't do that with the lounge lizard though, because lounge lizards, hey, it's not nice, my brother. It's not nice. Then scale levels. Wait. Let me see. I wanna see them. Okay, I think they're okay. Okay, let's add the melody now. I'm gonna be using GMS. Let's go to leads chopper. Let's hear. and I'm gonna add another melody also. Something with I don't know what, but yo, sorry about that. Then let's change these to like there's this other one called super saw or hyper saw, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna save it just in case my PC shuts down. And also I think I should give you this FLP. Then when that's done, let us take out the bass, separate the bass from the chords, FM sub, I'm gonna paste you here, cut mini synth, and then I don't want to waste your time, so I was just showing you how to make the basic things. Then the plotting part is your problem. I'm kidding, but yeah. Then now, since we have separated the bass and what we want now to separate these things, the sounds from that. So when I right click here in this pattern, then split by channel, then they're all gonna be split. Then you can now paste on the lounge lizard alone, the strings alone, and the close current alone. So now we're gonna try to play with the bass a little. That's what you wanna do when like the song is reaching that variation point, whereby you can eliminate the lounge lizard, leave only the melody and maybe the strings in the background or the piano in the background playing. So in this case I'm going to leave the strings and then change the bass. So I copied this bass from this one, the main bass. Then I'm going to right click on the new one, make it unique so that I can change it and the changes won't affect this one. Then let's click pattern 7 and play with the bass a little. So I'm going to make the modifications here from this one. Then I'm gonna copy this bass to minisynth and also to the log drum, and then that's how it sounds now. So let's also add some shaker, a punching shaker. Oh, don't tell me it's crash. It's gonna crash, because this is what it does. This shaker has the tendency to make my projects crash always. So now let's align it with that, and yeah, paste it. And also just add some hi-hat, some tss. Don't tell me it's crashing. Okay, add the new pattern. And let's add the hi-hats. Then this is it for this lesson. Be sure to stick around for the next part of this video, whereby we plot everything, we master the sound, fix the chords so that it sounds much more Kelvin Momo like. But this is beginner level. It's about to get deeper than this. We're gonna have to change the chords so that they sound much more nicer, much more advanced, because now they sound very beginnery like. So yeah, so this is what it sounds like at first. Is what it sounds like. So it should start something like this. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here, be sure to smash that subscribe button so that you're notified and turn on notifications. I'm still not used to this. So that you're notified every time when I drop a new video. I want to continue with this video on the next one, the second part, whereby we're taking things from beginner to intermediate, then from intermediate to advanced, then from advanced to pro or expert, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is how to make AmaPiano beginner level.